Hello, Patriots. I'm at Restored Republic via a GCR update by Ju.dy By.ington. Red October, November to remember, and dark December. What if they shut everything down for 10 days and when they opened it up again, all the criminals were gone? If the lights go out, know that we are in control. Actually, God is in control, and God always wins. Faith, hope, love. We rise by lifting others. Comfort one another and be the light. We are in together. Q. It is only wise to put away a month's supply of food, water, cash, and essential supplies for yourself and to share with others. Ju.dy note, congressional impeachment hearings have begun on U.S. President Joe Biden, who in reality was being played by several actors. The real Joe Biden, having faced the noose prior to his fake inauguration after being charged and convicted of crimes against humanity. The evil Khazarian mafia of Ukraine has surrendered to Russia. And a gay prostitute and drag queen from Washington, D.C. said he has evidence of a years-long affair with Mike Pence. The U.S. government, having run out of fiat dollars, will shut down at 12:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sunday, October 1st. NASA, oh God, not again. Regarding the NASA fake the moon landing, as you know, I do not agree with that. I've done several videos in the past proving NASA did go to the moon, and I'm sure money was allocated for NASA that was redirected to black projects. But you know the Pentagon defense budget was also a larger player in that practice. Remember, before 9/11, Donald Rumsfeld stated that trillions had gone missing from the Pentagon budget. And then the next day, 9/11 happened. I think a lot of the agencies are laundering money to the black projects that create those underground tunnels. But we did go to the moon. There's enough evidence behind that. NASA did do fake moon landing films. And remember, Commander Thor gave us an interview, and he discussed all about the moon. And he told us that the fake moon landing films that were produced were used because if the astronauts, when they went to the moon and they saw what they saw, in which there were aliens, there were artifacts, structures on the moon, well, that would, break the illusion and change our history. The cabal can't have that, and they're running everything. So, they would use film from these practice moon landing sets in case footage needed to be sort of spliced in there to cover up for, alien ships or structures or anything like that. They also use these moon landing film sets to practice as well. And as you know, Commander Thor on this channel, I've done interviews with him. He's talked extensively about what's on the moon, and he's, talked about the bases on the other side of the moon, what's over there. You can just check some of the interviews that I did. I think there were 3 interviews with him. So we did go to the moon, and I just can't read something that I know in my heart is not correct. Here in the U.S., our government operates under Admiralty law, maritime law, or law of the sea, and not under constitutional common law, giving U.S. citizens no standing in our court system. The reason the Brunson petitions on voter fraud in the 2020 election have not been heard. All of which and lots more will soon be explained with the activation of the EBS that will broadcast worldwide with documentaries in 55 languages and 600 dialects on all channels on the planet, courtesy of the Alliance Space Force. Emergency Broadcast System Activation Worldwide. Friday, September 29th. Update. Get ready for military, JSARA, and NESARA Emergency Broadcasting System. Global Currency Reset Possible Timeline. Friday, September 29th from Sheila. The HCL was being paid out today in Iraq. In-country rate $5 plus. Friday, September 29th, TNT call. The lower denominations are supposed to be released tomorrow in Iraq. The rate is expected to change sometime in the next 72 hours. Walking stick, an Iraqi citizen and bank owner. The tender for the currency and coins has been met per request, meaning requirements for release of the new Iraqi dinar exchange rate has been fulfilled. Wolverine, the funds have been released and placed on the quantum financial system. Friday, September 29th was a dramatic beginning of the stock market crash. The Chinese Communist Party defense minister plus the CEO of the world's largest real estate company, the CCP's Evergrande, have gone missing. That halted Evergrande shares on a stock market that was already in free fall, while odds soared for a U.S. government shutdown by Sunday, October 1st, any or all of which could easily bring on a global financial crisis that would trigger a global currency reset. In October, Social Security payments hopefully, I'm not going to say would, increase up to $5,500. The first 2 weeks of October, NESARA should pay out reclamation funds. Again, these are all tentative statements. We don't know. Everything's based on events. Sunday, October 1st was the first banking day of October in the Mideast and was also the starting of the new U.S. fiscal year. All banks were required to be on the gold asset-backed quantum financial system rather than the old SWIFT system based on the fiat U.S. dollar. The new gold asset-backed U.S. note was expected to be announced and active, plus the new international rate for the Iraqi dinar could be made public. On Monday, October 2nd, the Iraqi WS Bank U.S. branch would be open for business, while the U.S. Inc. government would be shut down. That expected to set off a worldwide financial crisis as the stock market reopened, as sell-offs continued. That was expected to trigger a close of all trading until Tuesday, October 3rd in the morning. On Monday, October 2nd, and according to instructions given at redemption centers, Tier 4B could be notified to set exchange and redemption appointments, although intel received from a high-up source indicated that may not happen until Friday, October 4th, with appointments starting the next day. Tuesday, October 3rd has been officially designated as the National Day of the Republic of Iraq to celebrate Iraqi freedom from the U.S. Inc. Iraq would likely declare that they were a sovereign nation, although their sovereignty could be announced in connection with announcement of the new dinar international rate on Sunday, October 1st. On that same Tuesday, October 3rd, the stock market was expected to continue to sell off. When it hit 20%, it would be considered the point of no return and would close. On Wednesday, October 4th, Iraq would be welcomed to the World Trade Organization with a fully reinstated Iraqi dinar international traded currency. Wednesday, October 4th was also considered the day when the official stock market crash would happen. A test on the worldwide emergency broadcast system had already been scheduled for Wednesday, October 4th. Remember, that's FEMA, and, we don't know what they're going to do. So people are playing it safe and putting their phones, in a Faraday cages and whatnot. But they apparently, remember Todd Callender, the military attorney, he already did the research on it and looked at everything. He says it's already paid for, and it's supposed to open up, that people took to open up. And we know that there's weapons, they use frequency weapons, sound weapons, things like that. So I don't know what else is planned in that, but I would be very careful. And it's better to play it safe than sorry. If nothing happens, that's fine. Then you just, spent some time away from your phone. But just remember, people don't know exactly what's going to happen. So I always say play it safe. By Tuesday, October 10th, the bulk of redemption appointments and exchanges were expected to be done. On Wednesday, October 11th, another possible EBS with Biden removal that would kick off a 4-month military action. The October 11th was supposed to be the FEMA backup, so I don't know. I don't know if that's coming from FEMA or the White Hats. The second week of October, the restitution and reparation funds will be given out for seniors over 60 in a lump sum. For ages 50 to 60, they will be paid out over a 12-month period, and ages 30 to 49 paid out over a 15-year period. The end of October, Sidney Powell has a date with the Supreme Court to present evidence on 2020 election fraud. On Wednesday, November 1st, it was the goal to have currency exchanges and ZIM bond redemptions completed, at which time the U.S. federal dollar would be considered worthless. In November, Social Security will be paid out in much higher payments. The SSR&R payments start on a monthly basis beginning in January 2024. On January 1st, 2024, the fiat U.S. dollar will be worth nothing. Starting January 1st, all currencies across the globe will be on par 1-to-1 with each other. And rumored GCR history, recent history. On Friday, September 15th, Iraq officially RV'd their dinar. On Friday, September 22nd, Iraq announced the new Iraqi dinar international rate as $11.90. And on that same Friday, September 22nd, the quantum financial system took over the global financial system. On Sunday evening, September 24th, the QFS was activated with all funds gold-backed. On Thursday, September 28th, Iraq abolished the dollar and its currency auctions, Central Bank of Iraq. And on Thursday, September 28th, a 10-day process began of an automatic increase in the value of the dinar, franc 26. Global economic crisis. Thursday, September 28th, crash and burn, GCR Roadmap 5, and the brewing banking sector crisis, a revealing insight into RV GSARA. Thursday, September 28th, U.S. government shutdown, a Khazarian-controlled demolition, divine dispensation, or both. And IMF Middle East welcomes BRICS expansion. Maui massacre, an urgent plea for help. The capital of the sovereign nation of Hawaii and Lahaina, Maui, has been destroyed. Any aid you can give to help those suffering tremendous losses would be greatly appreciated. Be careful where you donate. The Kingdom of Akua Foundation's Malema Lahaina website was the only official and authorized site solely dedicated to and run by the Hawaiian Native peoples. The Brunson case, Ben Fulford. For those of you following the Brunson case, the most recent one failed to secure any relief from the U.S. Supreme Court. Lloyd Brunson and his brothers are filing their cases as pro se common law litigants in a court that operates under U.S. Inc. The corporate United States, all capitals of America, which even under Title 11 gives the Brunson brothers no standing to raise issues before the court. This is why they keep getting denied. The corporate United States of America, remember, it's corporate, it's all in capitals, still operates under Admiralty law, maritime law, or law of the sea, and not under constitutional common law. The sooner you understand this, the easier it is to understand that as long as they are not filing as members of the bar, they will continue not to get a decision in the U.S. Supreme Court. The U.S. Supreme Court has committed treason. They can only be removed by the United States military. And on Thursday, September 28th, the U.S. Congress began an impeachment investigation on Joe Biden. The EBS, Emergency Broadcast System, was about to explode worldwide. Documentaries in 55 languages and 600 dialects on all channels on the planet will be coming into your home courtesy of the Alliance Space Force. Many people will be shocked. Please prepare your family. Yes, everything will be revealed. Thursday, September 28th, Restored Republic via a GCR situation update. Friday, September 29th, Restored Republic via a GCR update, Ju.dy By.ington. Soon, a turn of events will trigger the unbelievable. We control all information. Get ready. Special intel report for Friday, September 29th. A gay prostitute and drag queen from Washington, D.C. has come forward saying he has evidence of a years-long affair with former Vice President and current presidential candidate Mike Pence, including photographs and videos. The U.S. government will shut down at 12:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Sunday, October 1st, if Congress doesn't act, which looks unlikely. Robert Kennedy Jr. said, if there's a shutdown, U.S. government workers will not be paid, but Ukrainian workers will be paid by the U.S. taxpayer. There's nothing in the Constitution that allows for spending like this on another country. It violates every precept of the Constitution. And yesterday, there was a 100-year flood event in New York City, and I don't know where all that water came from. But I did see that there was a huge rain, there was precipitation all over the area, but I've never seen flooding like that. And I'm suspicious that because of that looming government shutdown, I'm wondering if the cabal did something, create a disaster so that it forces the government to open. Because if you defund the government, then they can't launder money and steal from us. That's just my opinion. 9/11. 4,000 Israelis employed by companies housed in the World Trade Center stayed home from work on 9/11. Well, that's convenient. They were warned in advance of the impending attack on the World Trade Center. And Friday, September 29th, breaking: Ukraine surrendering by the thousands. NATO desperate to keep the war going. And that's from Redacted News.